What's up? It's your girl, Money Maine, and you're here for another segment of Address It. So, my topic today is we're going to talk to the guys. I'm actually going to talk to the guys today because women, I get on us enough, developing. Well, I get on both of us, but I'm specifically talking to guys and about the things they do, and we're going to talk about how niggas be settling too and don't want to move on. So, I know a lot of guys struggle and, come from single parent households maybe. They might not have a father in the home, or if they did have their father, you get what I'm saying? Parents might have been married, not have been married, broke up. Either way, somewhere along the lines, I understand the lack of a father and a family figure. Sometimes confines you to relationships that maybe you shouldn't be in, and makes you kind of settle too, for things that you shouldn't tolerate yourself, dealing with relationships. So more specifically, we'll discuss how, and I only like to speak from experience and the things that I see, and especially in our own community. And like I said, I can only speak from what I've experienced and what I saw. But I see a lot of times guys romanticize images of their father and what a father is supposed to be like. If you don't understand what I'm saying, for example, if you know any people, who didn't grow up with a father, or who, or might not have grown up with the best father, they might be in situations where they have children with other people, and sometimes you might see that the instance of them trying to co-parent and be together is not working, and a lot of people like to say, oh, we're saying relationships for the children, but guys, I see you guys actually doing quite a bit of that. I see y'all doing a lot of that, and y'all should stop. I understand a lot of that is because you don't quite understand that whether your father was there or not, the issues might still be present, or letting go of the past, or understanding that even though he was not there, and you might not necessarily, it might not be necessarily adequate for yourself and your mental health to be in the same home. However, that does not stop you from being an adequate parent. It doesn't have to stop you from being present and showing up and all of these things. Now, I'm not discussing in those instances where you might have, a bitch being manipulative or maybe trying to use your child against you. Because I do know a lot of those situations too. And y'all absolutely let these women do that. I understand the court system is not necessarily for you. However, I'm seeing a lot of dads fight and get their kids, and honey, it's working out. So you don't have to just bend to that bitch's whim just because she said. You get what I'm saying? Oh no, nigga, you want to see your child every day? You need to do what I say, or come fuck me. I know these bitches crazy. They have crazy demands. You ain't got to tell me. I see it. I understand. But fuck that, because it's not their responsibility. It's your responsibility to do what's best for your child. And sometimes not being with their mother is what's best, right? I see other instances where guys sometimes stay with women who ain't worth 2 cents, right? Y'all more dedicated, y'all more adequate because you know that mother is not adequate for your child. And if you left your child alone with that mother, they would probably be lacking in a lot of ways, not just mental, but, physically, financially, emotionally. I understand those instances too. However, get your shit together, right? You shouldn't be settling with a woman who's inadequate to deal with you, who cannot inadequately deal with herself. That means your child is going to come up inadequate. And why would you want to put your child in a worse situation? You get what I'm saying? You might say, oh, well, if, I'm not there with my children's mother, she's going to do A, B, C, and D. She's going to run off and be a hoe. She might be hood rat. She have guys around my kids. I don't necessarily want guys around my kids and put them in certain situations. It's not anybody else's fault. that you had a baby with a dumb bitch. Okay? That's your fault. And you shouldn't have to babysit no house. Why would you want to have to babysit this bitch to take care of your child? That in itself don't make no fucking sense. You shouldn't have had a baby with her. If you gotta babysit a bitch's pussy all day, you should not have children with that bitch because she cannot manage or maintain herself. How she gonna manage to raise your child? Okay? And obviously, you have some deeply rooted emotional needs, which is why you are dealing yourself with an inadequate bitch to raise your child. And therefore, you all need to go get some therapy and some counseling to figure that shit out. Those are some issues. And a lot of the times why y'all settle are shit from y'all childhood because your dad wasn't there. It's fucked up. I keep saying it, but this is absolutely truth. I see a lot of guys settle for it and say, oh, my children will do better in a two-parent household. Not necessarily. And I'm speaking from that, in essence. Look at me. My parents were married several years. I come up from a two-parent household. My parents were married. My dad was in the military. My mom was a homemaker for the years that they were together. You get what I'm saying? But we went through hell with my dad. Hell. You would not even fucking imagine having a father like that in the household. So I can literally say for myself, as a child, and as a child being in the middle of all that toxic, unhealthy bullshit, that I myself felt a sense of relief once my parents actually did separate. I cannot stand when y'all men be like, oh, my kids are just happy to have me in the home. You think that's enough for you to come home and play house and to be there? You think your children don't know the mood? You don't think they can feel things? They can. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. At the end of the day, all our children want us to do is be healthy, happy, thriving adults. That's the best way for us to parent them. And sometimes that's a part. You cannot continue to settle and be in these toxic relationships and blame it on your children. That's not going to produce healthy adults. All they're going to do is know how to lie, cover up, and manipulate things like they're watching you do, because that's what you're doing. You have them settling. Y'all trying to fake it the fuck in front of them. They hear y'all fighting. They hear y'all arguing. They can sense energy. They pick up on those things. They sense that dad is not happy. Go be fucking happy. Usually that has to do with finding yourself first. And that's another issue that a lot of guys, run away from. When dealing with this, a lot of times you're also settling because you don't want to take that time to deal with the inner you. And sometimes that's what the fuck you just gotta do. Deal with your shit. Oh my fucking God, deal with your shit. Address your own fucking needs to heal so you can grow and be better. And you'll be a better father to your child than you ever imagined. Sometimes it's best to take that time apart. Even if you have to separate for a moment to figure it out. But what's not healthy is to fake and act and fraud your fucking kids and then to settle with a woman that you technically really don't want to be with, that you're going to continue to disrespect, that you're going to continue to not give a fuck about. You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about those relationships where I'm open and we can discuss. You get what I'm saying? Everything ain't conventional. That's another thing. Stop trying to do this bullshit y'all see on TV. That's not fucking real. What works for you is what works for you. But make sure that shit is happy, healthy, and thriving. You shouldn't be arguing with a bitch every day. That's not healthy. If you sitting there arguing with a bitch every day, you are settling. Okay? If we have to discuss the same issue because your partner is insecure and you're constantly combating that and you have to go over and over that, listen, insecurity is your own shit. Your insecurities, you shouldn't put them on other people. Like your partner shouldn't put them on you, you shouldn't put yours on them. You don't have time for that. If you insecure and you say, no, I can't let my bitch outside because niggas might look at her ass. Niggas looking at her ass. Shut the fuck up. Grow up. Do some deep diving on what's wrong with you. Also, think about why you feel like it's okay for you to settle into the most toxic relationships. People don't argue and communicate like that every day. Trust me, believe me, people don't get along every day. But the shit that y'all get into and the shit that I see you men selling for is sad. It's pathetic. That's why y'all looking old early, y'all stressed out, arguing with a bitch all day. Where you at? What you doing? Why you ain't over here? You can't even go to work. You can't even go to work in peace. Life is too short to not be at peace. And you can't be at peace if you settling for some shit. You know why? If you settling for something, you fighting to hold on to some shit that you shouldn't have anyway. Free bird, nigga. Free that motherfucker. That's all I can tell you. But free your fucking self. Y'all stop getting this shit settling because I've been with the bitch for 8 years. So what? I've been with a motherfucker for 10. Yeah, I've been with another motherfucker for 20. So the fuck what? If the shit ain't working out, and trust me, every day ain't everything, but sometimes you outgrow situations. And if you outgrow a situation, let that be what it is. Have a healthy, happy conversation. And if a bitch can't have a healthy, happy conversation and be honest and be real, explore their feelings, you get what I'm saying? That's a fucking fool. You don't need to be with them anyway. You settle right there again, dealing with that bullshit. Because somebody that you don't have to settle for, you don't have to try to confine them, control them, manipulate them to be, teach them how you want them to act. They're just gonna do these things anyway because, you know, y'all love each other and y'all can respect each other's individual space. You also know your areas where you need to heal. Because a lot of that shit is what you need to heal from and things that you need to let go in your past. And I'm gonna say, that's all I'm saying on that. So, y'all have a fucking good day. Like, share, subscribe my shit. Shit. Ciao.